June 1979. The Arizona sun was just beginning to sink behind the mountains when 16-year-old Emily Foster locked the front door of her parents' house and hurried down the sidewalk toward the community roller rink. Friday nights were sacred there. Disco lights, worn wooden floors, the smell of popcorn, fresh pizza, and rented skates. For a few hours, nobody cared about grades, chores, or what Monday might bring. Emily almost turned around. She'd never been the outgoing one. While her friends laughed effortlessly, she usually stood against the wall pretending to tighten her skate laces, hoping nobody noticed how nervous she was. Then the DJ's voice echoed across the rink. And holding the #1 spot in America this week, a bright, unmistakable beat burst from the speakers. The opening chimes shimmered through the building before the bass dropped. Ring My Bell by Anita Ward was officially the biggest song in the country. The entire rink came alive. Couples rolled toward the center. Kids who couldn't skate suddenly thought they could. Colored lights bounced off the polished floor like tiny fireworks. Even the parents sitting on folding chairs found themselves tapping their feet. Emily smiled despite herself. There was something irresistible about the song. It didn't ask permission. It didn't apologize for being joyful. It simply invited everyone into the party. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Her best friend reached out a hand. Come on. Emily hesitated. Then she pushed off. At first, she wobbled awkwardly around the outside edge of the rink. But with every lap, the music seemed to smooth away her fear. She laughed after nearly falling. A stranger steadied her without saying a word. Soon she was skating right through the middle of the crowd, singing along with people she'd never met. For 3 glorious minutes, nobody cared who was popular. Nobody cared who had the newest clothes. Nobody cared what happened at school that week. The only thing that mattered was the music. When the song ended, everyone cheered, not because it was over, but because they'd all shared the same perfect moment. Emily carried that feeling home. Years later, when she became an elementary school music teacher, she never forgot what that Friday night had taught her. Every first day of school, she'd tell nervous students that music has a remarkable gift. It doesn't ask where you came from, she'd say. It just asks if you'd like to join in. Now it's 2026. Emily is 63, retired, and still keeps an old pair of white roller skates hanging in her garage. Every now and then, when Ring My Bell comes on the radio, she smiles before the first chorus even begins. Not because it reminds her of disco, not because it reminds her of 1979, but because it reminds her of the night she stopped watching life from the sidelines. Because when Ring My Bell reached #1 in America, it wasn't just another hit record climbing the charts. It became the soundtrack for thousands of ordinary Friday nights where strangers laughed together, friendships began, and shy teenagers discovered that sometimes happiness is as simple as taking someone's hand and pushing off into the music. The greatest songs don't just top the charts, they invite us onto the dance floor and remind us that life is always better when we stop standing against the wall and start moving to the rhythm.